There we go. Hey,
And we're
ladies.
live. Hi, everyone. Hi, Kristen and
Hey,
Luke.
Chris. Go ahead.
That I already said hi to everybody else. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say hey to everybody. I'm not sure who's here, not here. I think I'm awake. Oh my gosh. There we go. It just came on. Ooh, I have a long lag. 22 seconds. Blah.
Yep, mine's was 19.
Blah. So, oh my gosh. Did you guys all survive the storm? Who had the storm? Let's start there. Who had the storm?
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Kathy. Hey, Michelle.
No storm
Oh,
here. I think we're supposed to get one Wednesday, though.
hey,
Let's see.
Lisa.
Oh, no. Yeah, Wednesday.
Oh my gosh, you guys, Lisa is learning how to solder. I threatened to go to her house tonight.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Donna. Renee.
Hey, Donna. Hey, Renee. Oh my gosh.
Peggy. Kateri. Susan.
Oh my goodness. Hey, you guys. Hey, Susan. Hey, Kateri. You guys are awesome. Hey, Lorna.
Hi, Lorna.
Oh my goodness. Lisa, how bad was the storm by you? Chicago got hit hard. Holy Toledo. I don't know why I keep moving this coffee away from you. I'm just going to keep drinking it. So mostly I just wanted to come on because the power's on and I want to make sure everybody was good. Hey, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Oh, goodness. And I have no plan at all. So it's up to you guys what we do. We can sit and talk. I can show you stuff. We can talk. I can. You guys don't want to watch me work on covers again. That would be repetitive. Exciting new U-line catalog. A U-line catalog. Those are fun, right? Hey, Serenity. Oh, thank goodness. Ah, thank you. And thank you, Dear B. Is Dear B here? And, oh my gosh, your name just went right out my head. Mousy Deb. You guys are awesome. All three of you.
Hi, Jody.
Okay, Kateri. I will do it. Absolutely. It's no secret. I can tell you right now, I have two laptops. So the one with the desk is the laptop's over there. Like this is my dead front. So the laptop is raised up on a pedestal over here, and that's where my webcam is. So that's showing the desk. This one over here, if I'm straight forward, this is obviously off to my right. This is a separate laptop, and I just come in twice. And you don't, as long as you have StreamYard downloaded or whatever on the app or whatever on both laptops, then you can come into the same broadcast. You come in one as the broadcaster and one as a guest. Yeah, it's super simple. I mean, I thought it was going to be really, really hard. Like I'd have to have two webcams and all that nonsense. And I was like, wait a minute, why don't I just try letting myself in as a guest? And it's super simple.
So you only need one webcam, right?
Yeah, I just got the one that's attached to that laptop. Yep.
Now, would an iPad work? Does an iPad have a camera?
Yeah, an iPad has a camera. The only thing I have a problem with the iPad is like, because when I originally started selling, like if you guys ever really want cheap entertainment, go back to my very beginning videos and watch those sales. Oh my gosh, have learned so much, and the the professionalism is like tenfold better. But I had to, and I think that's why I still talk so loud when I go live, is because the mic on the iPad like almost diminishes, like it doesn't really pick you up. So I had to yell almost for people to be able to hear me when I would be streaming on the iPad. and go live. So it was really interesting. Hey, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Yep, we made it through the storm without a rowboat. We lost power though. Power didn't come on until almost 10:30. So yeah, I was telling Maggie, I was laughing. I was like, I didn't know what to do first. I didn't know if I should make coffee, turn on the laptop, close windows, and turn the air on, or run to the bathroom. I wasn't real sure. I wasn't sure what to do first. It was a little crazy. Victoria, I don't know if that's an abbreviation or if you missed a letter. Kristen's got the storm now. That's
Yeah.
boo. I did, Beth. Look. I did. I made the coffee.
I would think that would have been the first thing she did, Beth.
I'm not going to lie. This is my second cup since the power came on. And you're right. It was the very first thing I did. I went and got it started, and then I closed windows and turned on the air while I was making. Not going to lie. Victoria. My typing has been atrocious lately. My fingers can't keep up with my brain, so it's like I'm running words together and missing letters, and I'm like, oh my gosh, just slow down. Right, Jody? There's times when. Absolutely times when. I have a smudge on my glasses, so you're going to have to put up with me while I clean those. And now I can't see. Can't see well enough to read any of them. They're too close. I could get real close and squint. So, what do you guys want to do? I kind of have a topic I kind of want to talk about. If you guys are interested. Or we can look at laces, linens. But for real, you guys got to say what you want to do. Do you just want to hang out? What do you want to do? What you want to do? Well, that looks like Curly's logo. Is that Curly? It's Claire. Hey, Claire.
Claire. Hi, Penny.
Hey, Penny. You just cleaned yours. Nice. Ah. Oh, I bet, Lisa. Holy
Oh,
tomato.
no, Lisa.
Ice. Put ice on it.
Lorna wants to hear the topic.
What's my topic? Kind of late for Sally. I agree, Jody. Well, okay. So I know there's been a lot of discussion going on about these vendor markets. I like them. I don't see them as a negative thing. But I'm also approaching it as someone who's been a vendor. You guys all know that I traveled and did the pop-up markets and stuff. I don't have any room to criticize anyone's choice and how they're choosing to run it. And the reason this became a topic for me is because for two reasons. Several of you are reaching out to me and asking me what I think about it and what I think about certain aspects of it and those kinds of things. And others of you are reaching out asking for help and or guidance to sell. I want to be able to help every one of you that wants help. Hey, Paula. Sherry, hi. I don't know if I said hi to you either. It's important to me to be able to help all of you. There is definitely, and I believe this very firmly, there's room for everyone on YouTube. The world is huge. It's absolutely huge. There's no, unless there's 20 sellers consistently, continually selling to the same pool of 50 people, then it's going to become problematic. If everyone, the 7 degrees of separation, that whole concept, If that takes place, everyone has equal opportunity to be successful. Where it seems like new sellers have the biggest struggle is there's sometimes a lot of jealousy and a lot of envy because they don't feel instantly successful, or their first couple of sales are tremendously successful, and then the real work sets in because you've gone through your stash or what you had on hand, and now you have to go pick, and time becomes a factor, and that reality of how much work it really is kind of sets in, and figuring out what your audience wants and things like that, or what you really love and what you really want to offer. You know, do you want to be one of those people that wants to sell, you know, one of everything, or do you want to be more focused and more, I mean, for a lack of a better word, more specialized? I've chosen what I love, and I don't know that I would call it specialized, but it's what I love. And my focus is always around paper. And I love fabrics. I've sewed for years. Sewed? I don't know. That's probably not proper, but it's the word I use. Sewn. That's the word, sewn. So fabrics, laces. Hey, Derbie. All
Hi,
of that
Derbie.
stuff is always really attractive to me. And things that go along with it. I mean, I get a little derailed, you know, and I'll find oddball things, but you know, if I like it, I don't buy anything that I don't pick or select or buy a single thing that I'm not willing to keep. If I put it on the table and you guys don't want it, I'm okay with it because I like it. Does that make sense? So, thanks, Megs. All of that, I've kind of been practicing this a couple days because I've been thinking about this for a month, like turning it over, talking to different people. I've talked Maggie and Paula's poor ears off. I'm pretty sure neither one of them has an ear left. I've discussed it with Louise to get, you know, another seller perspective. I spent some time talking to Pearl about it. And this is all leading up to what I'm getting to. If you guys are interested, and if there's enough of you interested, I would like to put together a market, but I want it to be entirely free. I want it to travel from channel to channel to channel and in an organized manner. And I think I have a plan worked out that would cause that to happen. That way it never becomes my event or Maggie's event or Louise's, and I'm just pulling names, or Louise's event. Do you know what I mean? It's always, everybody's in it to help each other every step of the way. So it's always a pay it forward situation. And I'm not seeing names in the chat that were ladies that, one of you is here that asked for help. Some of you are sending things for consignment and you're in the chat, which I think is beneficial. And I think that those ladies would then maybe not need to send things here on consignment if we could put it together that way. Kind of, Peggy, kind of. And I'll get more, I mean, if you guys are interested, I'll go more into it. But I just wasn't sure who was going to be here and how interested you guys were. But even if you just wanted to come once in a while and do a D-stash, it's something that would definitely work. I think. I hope. But by talking about it, I feel like we could talk out the kinks. And you, hey, Pearl, there you are. Oh my gosh. And Pearl, I mean, do not get me wrong, you guys. It's going to sound a little bit cranky, and please don't take it that way, because it was actually a blessing in disguise. I was really like caught off guard when Pearl said something out loud last week, and I was like, but it's because I didn't feel ready. And I know what I have on my plate right now. And I just, for a couple reasons, I didn't feel ready. And it caused a few more people to reach out and ask. So it made me a little more confident that more of you would be receptive to it. So, okay, since there's a few of you, awesome, Penny, awesome. All right, cool, Luz, thank you. And Sherry, I saw you too. Okay, so here's the idea. The first time or two, it would happen. Glennis, we all have lots to learn, always.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. So you'll catch on quick, Becky, because you're already, Becky's a vendor too, so you'll catch on quick, Becky, and I wanted your input on this. I'm talking about a different spin on the whole market, the vendor market situation on YouTube. Like either established sellers, new sellers, whatever, it really would not matter. So the first time or two, I would host it on my channel. Hey, Mila.
Hi, Mila.
I would host it here. Then, Serenity, hey, I don't know if I said hello to you. Then, and we would have, and here's where I don't know, for some reason, 5 people in my head, like 5 sellers is where I'm stuck. And I don't know if that's enough or if it's too few. I don't know. And this is where I'm going to need feedback from you guys. I don't know how much of a time slot people want. And I mean, we could do minimum of an hour, maximum 2 hours per person, that kind of thing. That way somebody doesn't feel rushed necessarily or have dead airtime, that, you know what I mean? Nobody feels pressured that they don't have enough stuff. They could kind of fluctuate between that hour or two. So I would host, since I'm hosting it on my channel the first time, I would be the first mod for the first seller. Then the first seller then will mod for the second seller, even though it's on my channel. I would mute out, but for the first time or two, Maggie and I would both be here for like safety net. That way everybody can get their feet wet and kind of learn. And then that's where the pay it forward comes in. So like it would be hosted on my channel the first 2 times, just to get all the kinks and stuff worked out. Then I would mod for the first seller. The first seller mod, so I'm just going to pull names, okay? So I would mod for Tiffany. Tiffany would mod for Peggy, who is the second seller. Peggy would mod for Tammy, who's the third seller. Tammy would mod for Maggie, who's the 4th seller. And Maggie is going to mod for Mila, who's the 5th seller. So Mila, since she's the 5th seller and she doesn't have anyone to mod for, the next cycle of the sale is going to be hosted on Mila's channel. And that makes her first mod. And that's how it would always consistently be the pay it forward. And it's never any one person's event. And then the peripheral benefit of all of it is, with it traveling, everybody, hey Jennifer, everybody is always exposed to a new audience, because you're always going to have new people coming in, because everybody would know their time slot. You know what I mean? If it's 5 people, maximum of 2 hours, the longest we're going to be on is a 10-hour sale, and everybody would know their slot just automatically by what number you are. So you would be able to promote it to the high heavens, rent billboards if you want, and bring everybody, because the more people you bring, the more everybody benefits. And as it cycles around, all these people then come to your channel. So people who are struggling to get subscribers, you should be able to pull in some subscribers and stuff. So nice. Thanks, Lisa. Oh, StreamYard is so easy, Lucy.
Yeah, if I can do it.
Yeah, and I mean, it is so ridiculously easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. It really is. It's just a couple of clicks. There you go, Grace. And
Yeah, Claire, it wouldn't be one buyer though. It would be say 5 buyers.
Right. See, you wouldn't have one seller on for 10 hours, Claire.
Right.
So like So I'll go through it again. So like I would host the first one, okay? And I'm just going to pull the names from the chat again as it's moving or whatever. So I'm going to host on my channel. So that means I mod for the first seller. So I'm automatically the mod. So Pearl is going to be the first seller. So I'm modding for Pearl. When Pearl is done, she's going to mod for Paula because Paula's second seller. Paula is going to mod for Lucy because Lucy is third seller. Lucy is going to mod for Becky because Becky's fourth seller. And then Becky is going to mod for Claire because Claire is fifth. So then when we have the next sale, it would be hosted on Claire's channel and Claire would be first up to mod. Hey, Debbie. But I feel like that way it's not any one person's event. I feel like everything gets spread around and it really makes it more of a community. And I know I talk about community a lot, but it really is important to me and it makes it a much nicer atmosphere. YouTube is hard enough. Life is hard enough. There's a lot of snarky, backhanded stuff that happens backstage between a lot of these sellers and stuff. And I just don't engage in it. I can't. I don't have time. I don't have the energy and I don't have the interest. So, it is what it is.
And even if it's 10 hours, no one has to watch for 10 hours. You're going to know what time the sellers are going to come on. And if you have ones in particular that you don't want to miss, then you come back and,
It's kind of, I think in my head, it's more like a mall experience or like if you go to a real pop-up vintage market, where they roll into town and they're there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you go and you shop 200 or 300 booths. You don't necessarily spend money at each one, but you go in and you browse and you see what they have, and they have something you want or they don't, and you move along to the next one. The only problem with this is you just have to wait the hour and a half, 2 hours till the next seller comes up to see what they're going to bring you. But I also feel like if everybody knows their time slot and are able to promote it and advertise it to their group or like Facebook groups they're in or whatever, that way everybody can be part of the promoting and the advertising, and it helps everyone. People that are new and aren't involved a lot, this is a great way to get them involved. And we're all here to like hold them up. It's not as scary when there's people around. I didn't have that. When I got started, I had Maddie. Maddie modded for me. And it was just a fluke that Maddie and I just ended up in a messenger at one of Paula was D-stashing, as a matter of fact. And I was like, dang, I should do this to D-stash, but I'm too much of a coward to go on by myself. And she said, I'll mod for you. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. And this is where it ended up. So this was never the intent when I started. It just grew into this. Yeah, and the trolls, everybody will pick mods. Yep. We'll take care of all of that. Thanks, Lucy.
I agree, Lucy.
And there is a lot to learn. I'm not going to lie. There is a lot to learn, but I think I've really spent some time thinking about this, all the pros and cons. And like I said, I have talked to Maggie and Paula until I just about chewed their ears off, I think. It's kind of like a built-in safety net, and we're all here to kind of look out for each other. So it would really just, whatever I learn, I can pass on to you guys, and whatever Pearl learns, she can pass on, and whatever Becky learns while she's selling, she can share. Anybody, and I don't care if it's other sellers that want to come and participate. I want it to be just community, and I want it to be fun, and I want it to not be scary. There you go, Pearl. And you know what, Lucy, you don't have to. Pearl's webcam went out and she held a sale, and she just held it up in front. I thought it was awesome. I have been the biggest coward about being on the camera because I don't even like pictures. I have very few photos with me in it. Camera questions from Becky and Lucy.
Becky and Lucy.
Okay, so I got Lucy's, I think. Where's Becky?
Yeah.
You people come in and go out.
Let's see.
Webcam.
Webcam?
If you want a webcam, mine is a Logitech. Why do I have to look at it? It's not even on there. It's a Logitech C922. Is that what you got, Lisa? Lisa just got a new webcam. Is that the one you got? Mine was super simple. The hardest thing was figuring out which, oh shoot, what is Logitech Capture, the app? What is that? It's a download, but it's the program that makes the camera work.
Quick Capture. No?
You have Quick Capture. And when
I have Quick Capture.
When I had the C920, I used Quick Capture, but that doesn't work on this camera. Oh, you got the Brio. Well done. Where did you get it? I can't find anybody that has it. I want one so bad.
Oh, is that the one you were talking about?
Yes, that's the one I was talking about. And I was so frustrated because I couldn't find anybody that could get it to me before the end of August or the 1st of September. Lisa, I would have so asked eBay. I never thought to look on eBay. Oh my gosh. But see, Grace, that's the beauty of it. When we do this, it would be like hands-on learning while you go. Because even when you're live, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. It really doesn't matter. The world is not going to stop. YouTube is not going to crash. The sale is not going to fail. It's like, I don't understand why people get so uptight when there's a mistake made. It's not that big a deal. You can always fix it while you're live. Right. You guys have watched us have how many glitches, how many mistakes. I screw up. Maggie's made mistakes. There's always been mistakes.
I make mistakes every week.
Yeah, so who cares? And we're still here. And we still come back and we still have fun.
Your phone works, Penny.
Yeah.
You can use your phone.
Anybody that uses a phone, please answer the phone questions, because I have never used my phone to stream live.
No, but some do though, right?
I can't. I think so. But I mean, when it comes to that topic, just pretend like I don't even know that it's available. And you guys please help each other with that. Exactly, Pearl. Exactly. Oh my gosh, Lucy, please. When I make the mistakes on my end, then I have to go back and figure out where I goof. Like if I mix up names or something, or if a tag falls off and I don't know who it goes to, and I have to come back and rewatch, I promise you I'm watching in mute. I cannot stand listening to myself.
I won't even watch.
Oh my gosh.
I won't go back and watch.
But that's why I'm like, I don't know how you guys have put up with me all these years with all of this, because when I have to go back and watch and all I see is my hands moving, I'm like, oh, for God's sakes, please just put them down for a minute. For real.
Tammy's used her phone, but she has, yeah, it should be plugged in the whole time. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it'll use up your battery quick.
Okay. The only trouble is I end up shopping with multiple vendors, and then shipping cost is too much because I'm in Canada. Well, and that makes sense, Jennifer. That totally makes sense. And to a certain degree, during these events, there's some of you I would be willing that you could send it to me. Because, Jennifer, I always have boxes going for you anyway. They could send it to me, and I could bundle it all and then send it to you if you wanted to. I would be fine with that. Jody. Oh my gosh. See, Becky, you're halfway there. She's already done lives on Facebook.
Yes, Jennifer.
Yeah, and it's definitely, I want to set it up like a pay it forward. It will never always be on my channel. It will travel around the vendors. So every time we come on, it will be on a different channel. The last seller will be the first host will be the host and the first mod for the next sale. There's not much difference between a sale and a tutorial. There's really not. Have you been to my sales? Yakety, yakety, yak.
Tiffany wants to know about what's better to use, phone, the video cam, or laptop.
Well, the laptop, you see me here. So, oh my gosh, this is scary. So if I did it like Pearl did, which one am I? This one. So then I would be up here like this, and I could show you this way, right? But then,
Yeah.
you know, I would have to be careful that I'm not doing one of these peekaboo numbers. So I don't know if I would have to, I don't know. It would take me a hot minute to get you. Oh, I'm up there. I could watch on my other laptop, actually. So I could do this way. But if you didn't have another device to watch and see what you were, how you were coming across, then I feel like I would always be doing this peekaboo thing and you guys would be laughing at me. So, and laughing because legit it would be funny. I would be laughing at me. So then with the webcam, it's going to be the desk situation just like we're used to. Nope, I'm not stopping, Jennifer. I'm still going to do my Mondays and Thursdays. This would be in addition. And the reason that I'm willing to do it is because it's not something I have to put permanently on my plate. I want to kind of permanently be involved in it just to make sure that we keep moving. I guess I'm grown up enough to realize there has to be somebody not in charge, but responsible for the negative outcome, feedback, glitches, whatever. There has to be somebody for all the negative to go to. Does that make sense? And I can do that. I don't have a problem with that. And I just want to make sure that it keeps rotating and that nobody, you know, that it doesn't get stuck somewhere. I want to make sure that it moves around, and I want to make sure that it stays, you know, consistent and things like that. So I would probably always do the scheduling because it's a way that I could stay involved without being in everybody's face. And I don't have to be present during the sale if I have a family thing going or if I'm picking or something with my father-in-law or whatever. Yeah, and you guys keep answering questions for each other in the chat. I love this. This is
Lisa's got a question for you, though.
Are you hooked up directly to my Wi-Fi? I am not. No, ma'am. My routers are both downstairs and I'm upstairs. Hey, Lori. So right
Hi,
now,
Lori.
I am not. Exactly, Peggy. Exactly. Yeah. And if I feel like if I just maintained responsibility for the schedule, then that would keep me like a little bit, not hands-on, but I don't know what else to call it. But yeah, that way it would just keep moving, you know, and everybody would continue to play nice and there wouldn't be, you know, any conflicts and stuff. Those hosting, I think she meant we'll have to have StreamYard.
Professional?
See, and I see, Pearl, and thank you for that, because I don't have the free StreamYard. I just have the lowest tier. Because I didn't feel like I needed all the bells and whistles of the highest one. So I just have the lowest tier. And it's like, I don't know, what is it, $5 a month or something? Just because I didn't want that goofy duck logo in the corner. Oh, absolutely, Lisa. You betcha. Hang tight. Let me get over here. Wait, I'll use the mouse on the other one. Hold on. I keep forgetting I have the mouse. Ah, pooh, I didn't leave Facebook open. Hang tight. I don't have a keyboard for this one. Oh, I don't, how do I have a go? Wait, hold on. I don't know. Enter. All right, Messenger. See, I'm really not techie, you guys. You don't have to, you don't have to be real smart to do this. I promise.
I'm not at all, so.
Oh, and this one isn't touchscreen. There she is. All right.
Oh, good night, Lorna.
Good night, Lorna. Thanks for hanging. Send me your thoughts and feedback on this in the morning, please. Dream about it and let me know what you think. Okay. All right, Lisa, type in chat when you're here, honey, if I don't see you come in. Because you'll come in backstage. And it's weird. You come in with like it's almost like there's a film across you, and I have to enter. But you'll hear us, but we won't be able to hear you.
Peggy wants to know how does she know if her camera is a webcam?
It's a separate camera.
Right. It plugs into your laptop or computer.
Yeah, it's on a cable. It's on a cord, a USB. Thanks, Tiffany. Yeah, so any of you that are interested, shoot me an email, or I'm trying to think. Do all of you have me on Messenger? Everybody, let's do it on Messenger, because I know that comes through with no glitches. And they'll all be time-stamped. So I can see who comes in first. Let's do it in Messenger if you can. If you don't have me on Messenger, and you can't find me on Facebook, the link to the Facebook group is down in the description. You can go there and just ask to join the group, and I'll put you in there. And then I'm obviously super simple to find that way. How did you use Facebook since you... I don't know what you mean, Jennifer.
She hasn't been on Facebook for several years, but now she must be getting back on.
Gotcha. Right, Barb? Exactly. Hey, Dale. And it's we're discussing a market and just a different concept, a different way that everybody can come on and be comfortable and be new. And it's kind of like a traveling market, kind of. It's like a pay it forward traveling market situation. So, but I want everyone to be able to try and not be scared. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Peggy, that's a great idea. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, and I don't know how to put together like a list for like the sellers that have shops. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody had, I don't even know the right term, but like a list where we could copy and paste it into the description. And that way you would have the sellers from that day with their emails and their shop links. You know, everybody could maybe put in their YouTube link, their email, and their Etsy. So everybody could put in like 3 links per seller, you know, and then all your information is right there. And it would just, and that would be another thing. They have to stay up. They have to stay public. It drives me bananas when people take sales down for a whole bunch of reasons, and mostly just they're just my reasons, but it does make me a little bit crazy.
Okay, Claire. Have a good night.
Good night, Claire.
She has an early appointment in the morning.
Cool. And reach out, Claire, if you have any questions. For sure, reach out. I really, really want feedback on it. Well, that's cool, Dale. Yep, Penny's in the group. Awesome. She can find me. Lisa, did you get the link, honey? I sent it in Messenger. I hope she's not looking in her email. Is there a way to practice filming? You absolutely can with StreamYard, Peggy. You can set it to private, right, Maggie? Didn't you do that?
You can set it to private or unlisted, and no one will see it but you.
So it's almost like a recording. And then if you like it, you can send it public. You can go in and just click the edit button and then change it to public.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, when I do just a regular video, if I'm going to show a project that I've completed, I go through StreamYard, but I keep it on private or unlisted. Make sure, after I'm done, I just take a look at it, make sure I didn't make any mistakes or was off camera or whatever. And then once you do that, you just switch it from unlisted or private to public, and then it will go through, it'll automatically go out on YouTube.
Weird. Lisa, have you restarted your laptop? I wonder why it's doing that. I've never had it ask me to download Chrome. It's told me I have to have, what is that code? A code or something. And it'll email you a code that you have to type in sometimes, but I've never had it.
Beth wants to know what's the time frame you're looking at for the first one.
I wondered who was going to ask that. I have no idea. I don't know. That's where I need you guys to help. I don't know when to schedule the first one for. Because there's almost no day available that there's not already someone selling. So, I don't want to create conflict, but at the same time, I've just been kind of watching, and sometimes, people just turn on their cameras because it's, it's their time, it's what they have available, and they go. So,
Becky wants to know, what's the advantage of StreamYard over YouTube Live?
Oh, YouTube Live, you can't have guests.
You can't, right. You can't have multiple, as far as I know, you can't have multiple people.
Okay. Yeah, take your time, Lisa. Don't stress. I'll stay here till we figure it out. Just let me know in the chat, or I'll open I've got the iPad. I'll open Messenger. You can grab me that way too.
Yeah, and send what, Peggy, to critique?
Awesome. There's two of you. Yay! And you're both new. Yes. That makes me happy. So happy. You have an iPad Pro. You can do it with an iPad, Dale. I said that earlier. If you want to see like an example, and it's a poor example, if you go back to my very beginnings YouTube streams, they were all from an iPad. And the only thing I really had trouble with was the mic is like super low. So I had to yell. And I think that's why I still talk so loud. Because you can ask Maggie. I'm talking in a normal voice when we're just backstage. But as soon as I hit that live, it's like I'm instantly 3 times louder. And I think it just became habit for me.
All right. Tammy had a question, but I'm looking for it and I don't see it.
Just because it's old doesn't mean it won't work, Dale. I would give it a try. I would play around with it and see if it will work. Because like we said, you can go into StreamYard on private and see if it will work. Because it won't let you in if your camera doesn't work. That's another fun thing about StreamYard. If your camera isn't functional, you can't get in. Even as the host. So Tammy had a question, you said?
Yeah, but I'm looking for it.
Okay.
But I'm scrolling up and I don't. Tammy, do you mind putting it in again? Because I don't see it.
See, and Penny, that's another good point, is you have to have time to put stuff together. And that's a very valid point. And I don't want anyone to come into it stressed. If you haven't done it and it's your first time, of course you're going to be a little nervous. I still have, Maggie laughs at me almost every time. I still have that like stage fright butterfly thing, except it's a little more severe than a butterfly. I think it's probably a hummingbird. Every single time I click the live button. Every
Hi, Carla. I do when I'm on my own channel going live.
right? I do it, but I do it. If there's 4 of you here, I still do it. There's just, whew, that's just me. Good night, Sherry. Thanks for coming. It doesn't matter if you screw it up. Well, I'll be here to help fix it. That's the beauty of it. Hey, Carla.
Good night, Sherry.
So, yeah. So what do you guys think for a time frame?
I mean, like September or October type of thing?
Well, I mean, when do you guys think that you would want to see a first one? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What do you think? You're fine, Pearl. I figured you were busy. There you go. Lori's the video girl. I forgot you were there, Lori. I'm sorry. Lori would be a really good one because she does do videos all the time. You used to use your phone, or do you still use your phone, Lori? I feel like you use your phone. There you go, Kathy. Come on with us. You would be awesome. What do you use to put? There are so many answers to that question, Serenity, and I'm really, truly not to be a smart aleck. Hey, Kateri, I know you're there. I have mine on one of those bendy, I forget what they're called, one of those really bendable arms, like you can twirl it in a circle or whatever.
That's what I have too.
Right? And it's got like a little clamp. There's some that are tripods. I didn't want a tripod because I know I need my whole tabletop. And look at the earthquake we have if I have the dogs up here. And it bounces all around. So I just felt like with a tripod and me banging books into it all the time, that would for sure be no fun. So I wanted mine up off my desk totally. I know some people get super fancy and they'll have like a piece of wood this way that's flat. Then they have a piece this way and a piece that way. So it's almost like a Z. And they hang it from the ceiling. They like screw the flat part to the ceiling and have it come down. And then they clamp their cameras to that. And I seriously thought about it. But I'm never sure if my desk is going to stay in one spot. So if I move my desk, then I'm going to have these holes in my ceiling all the way around my ceiling fan. I could just see that.
Tammy sent you the question in Messenger because it wasn't showing up, she said in the chat.
Oh my gosh. So goofy. I see it now, ma'am. Oddly enough, it's exactly what we're talking about. The day and time. The day and time.
I don't think so, Dale. I think
it depends on the level at which you get into
this.
If you want, if your intent is to become a legitimate business, then yes, you will want your ID. If a tax ID. If you just want to do this like a de-stash kind of perspective, then it just gets, and you can use the Square, you can use PayPal, either one is your payment platforms. And there's other ones out there, I'm not trying to say, but I know that those two specifically will send you 1099s that you can just then add to your regular tax process.
Right.
Like if you sold a car, you know, kind of that situation. Start on the 12th. Paula, I'm so confused. The 12th of what?
The 12th of September.
It would, because I'm like, wait a minute, today is Monday, the 12th is Wednesday.
She must mean September.
Right?
Oh, I thought I had my calendar here. Oh, wait a minute. I have one on my phone.
Thanks, Jody. I need that kind of excitement.
September 12th is a Saturday.
So, yeah, and I really don't want to go against Defy. That's a really good cause, and CARE has put so much time and effort into that. I just absolutely would not be comfortable with that.
What about like the third Saturday of the month of every, the months?
This square is so easy on the Appledale. It is so easy. Just go to square.com. Square. It's either Square Up or Square.com. I don't think I have the little card reader up here, but the little card reader is like no bigger than this, except it's square, obviously. But to use it on the internet, you don't have to get the square, but it's so super simple to set up. And they walk you right, you can't mess it up. You cannot mess it up. You just go into the Google store or whatever and download the app. Okay. Yeah, we could either do Sunday the 13th or we could push it to the 19th. Or we could do, oh, I do like that idea, the third Saturday of the month. That way it would always be consistent. That would work.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like I like Saturday better too. And see, then, like, if I needed to go picking or something like that, then I could, because after the first time or two, when it moves from my channel, then, I would have, set up the schedule and all of that. And you guys are all grown and everybody knows what's going on. So I could still go do what I needed to do. And I could just pop in and run amok in the chat.
Dale wants to know how you get an apple square.
Yeah, that's what I was answering. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I like that idea. Everybody okay with third Saturday? I would not be entirely opposed to a trial run Saturday, the 15th. I don't think I post everything important over here on sticky notes. I don't think there's anything on Saturday. If you guys wanted to do it on Saturday, we could, but by practice run, we would maybe limit it to 3 or 4 people and aim for like, an hour and a half to 2 hours a piece. Not at all ever, Tammy. Darn it. See, and I knew this was going to be, maybe every once in a while we'll do a weekday one. If there's enough people that can't do it on the weekends and need a weeknight or something. Okay. So if there's a couple more people, okie dokie, you know who you are that just sent that. Absolutely, no problem. If there's enough of you that need a weekday because I know a lot of people work weekends too, or they need that weekend time for family time too. So if there's, and it doesn't, and by enough I mean 3 or 4 people, we could randomly do a weekday one, I think. Right, exactly, Jody, exactly. Because I mean, when Maggie and I are on, we try to keep it between 4 and 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter if it's just one of us selling or both of us selling, or if I'm selling, the consignment stuff. It doesn't matter. I really try to keep it. Uh-oh, Lisa still can't get in. Doggone it. Lisa, I'm here. What is tomorrow? The 11th? No, the 12th. It's after 12, so it's now the 11th. Lisa, I think I'm home all day tomorrow, so we can get in. We'll get in Messenger, and then I'll set up the private one, and we'll practice like we did last time. And I just won't click the live button. And if you can get in, then we'll go live, and they'll just get to talk to us for a few minutes. And if we're ridiculously goofy, then I'll just take it down. But at least we can see if we've got it all working. Okay, Jennifer, see, and yeah. Oh, good for you, Mila.
Oh, nice, Mila. Lisa says, okay.
Yep, I'm determined. We're going to get Lisa live. I'm determined. So, all right. Well, what do you guys think? You want to try one? Is Maddie going this weekend, though? Maddie's doing her first one Saturday, right? I don't want to do that either. We could... We'll do third Saturdays starting in September. If you guys want to do one before the third Saturday in September, but I know this Saturday, right, Pearl? Pearl, if you're out there, let me know.
Carla says Maddie is Sunday.
Oh, Maddie is Sunday. Okay, then we'll do Saturday if you guys want. So Mila's birthday is on the 20th.
20th.
I'm in September too. That's why I'm grinning. Exactly, Jody. Well said. I was at Maddie's today too, and it's like, dang, is it Saturday? But you're right. I remember she said Saturday, and Kateri said, no, Sunday. So yeah, if you guys want to try on Saturday. Oh my goodness, Peggy.
Can't have that.
Oh my gosh, you'll be fine. You will be fine. I can go full tilt sailor in the blink of an eye. I just don't do it here. Yes, ma'am, Lori, we are. We sure are. For an hour to 2 hour time slots. Yipper. That way there's no pressure. If everybody is just scheduled for an hour or two, because if you're new, you don't have a pace established, and you don't know like kind of how to gauge. What you think might take an hour might in reality take 3 hours. What you think you have enough for 2 hours might actually only takes, there you go, Mila, might actually only take you an hour and 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So if we give everybody that buffer from an hour to 2 hours, then it doesn't matter if they, if they use an hour and, an hour and a half, then the next person is just there and ready to come on already. Jody, I love you. You're such a good cheerleader. Look at you. Just pet those books a lot. That's right. See, and Peggy, that's a tricky one because showing you this cover is not going to be nearly as time intensive as showing you one of Louise's tea-dyed 75-piece journal packs. Do you see what I mean? So you just have to know what you're comfortable with. And honestly, you guys go to enough sales. Watch people that you like. Go watch some of their sales. See what they pop through real quick and see what is time intensive. Find somebody's style. Don't copy somebody, but be yourself, but emulate. You know what I mean? In a positive way. Take what they're doing and make it work for you. Make it yours. Put your spin. And it's no different than creating. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and you could always have, if it's like she's asking, how many things to have ready, you could always have extra things ready. And if it doesn't take as long, then you have that stuff. And if your hour is up or your 2 hours up, then you save the rest for the next time, right?
Right, exactly. Or once you guys get in the swing of this, somebody was saying good night. Good night, Kathy.
Good night, Kathy.
Thanks for coming. And let me know if you need help with the camera and all that stuff. Now that Rosie's here in the daytime, I have a few more hours available in the afternoon. I'm starting to notice. So, what was I going to say? Yeah. Oh, so like say Kathy, that wasn't Kathy that asked me that. It was Penny. So Penny, say you had this stack of covers, and you're coming up on your 2 hours and you only got through 6 of them and you have the rest of them left. If a couple other people ran super short and ladies wanted to stay and you wanted to come on again at the very end, that's something we could consider as we progress and see how it goes. But I feel like that might turn into a thing too, like a negative situation where everybody wanted to keep coming back on a second time during the sale. So it would be like a 24-hour sale. So I don't know if that's a good idea either. Hey, Kelly Clark.
Hi, Kelly.
Oh my gosh. You want to see the cover? I'll show them to you.
Yes, these covers are gorgeous.
I'll show them while I'm sitting here. Here, I'll just move. There we go. They were going to come up tonight, but, the storm kicked us out and blah, blah, blah. So there's the inside of that one. There's that one. There's this one. And all of these papers are the original papers. I didn't use any scans on this. These are Peterson Magazine pages. And this is that. Remember that Columbian Sentinel newspaper from 1880? That's the background paper on this one. Then this is Peterson's. This is Peterson's. This is Ledger. You see all the Ledger stuff there? Here's the inside of that one. No way. I sure did. Look, I did it upside down.
Oh, no.
Dang it. That one's a redo. See, mistakes, you guys. It happens to everybody. Let's hope I only have one. This is Peterson's. I like that I could do the ladies' book there with her.
I love that image.
I think it's pretty. It's that one.
And that one too.
This one is, this is the German, this is German newspaper. I had to stop and think. It's a German periodical in the background. Another one upside down. Geez, a Lou. Guess who was busy watching Netflix?
They're loving those.
Not the upside down ones. It's that one. This one is Ledger. It's that one. I make make mistakes all the time, you guys. I just fix them usually before you guys see them. Not always, obviously. It's that one. And there's these.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Lisa thinks she's backstage.
You are! Oh my gosh! Hold on. You are! Oh my gosh! Okay, so you have to mute because I can't listen to myself. I sound like a dork. Are you there?
YouTube, Lisa.
Hold on.
We're holding.
Okay, how do I mute YouTube?
So whatever screen you have YouTube on, just mute there. Don't mute anything on the StreamYard screen. Go to the YouTube screen. She has a voice, you guys. They're all saying hi to you in chat, Lisa.
See what I'm doing? Hold on,
Hi, Kim.
how to mute YouTube.
You're fine. Take your time.
Okay, go on.
There we go.
We'll figure it out.
There you go.
Did it?
Oh, I'm still showing them. You're fine. And then this one I stenciled on. I couldn't decide if I wanted to stencil all of them. I don't know if I want to. Some of them I like just as they are. I love that paper. That's the
They
anagram.
love those.
Yeah. Thanks, Kelly. So I wonder if you're fine. What, Lisa?
Did it work?
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
hear
an echo now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Awesome.
So you can see what I'm doing, huh? You can see I'm playing around with soldering.
We can. Hang on. Let me move it to you. She's soldering, you guys. We're going to watch Lisa. There we go.
Lisa did a bad job on these.
We don't care. Look at her. She's like a pro, you guys. She's like, just let me get on there and show them. I love it. I love it.
Burnt myself right there.
Oh,
You know what?
Did you put ice on it?
Yes. Okay, we're going to see if we can solder this ring on here. So it'll be a charm on a journal.
Just one, Peggy, because you can minimize and then move one to the left, one to the right, and overlap them. And that's something we can show you for sure.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Tina.
hi, Tina.
Oh, got to flex first. See, I remember to do this.
Oh, good night, Glynis. Thanks for coming.
Good night, Glynis.
I love that you're soldering. It's something new. How cool.
Okay, let's see if I can do it. People are watching.
Patty, I'm going to mute for a minute.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, Lisa, is this the same soldering that people would do if they were doing stained glass?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Oh, no, it's not, for sure. My mom used to do stained glass. I never did the soldering, but I would do the prep and stuff for her, but I never actually did the soldering.
To get it smooth is a talent, probably. But you have to learn.
Jody says she's only ever soldered plumbing pipes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, it's up there. See? Let's see. There we go.
Hold it up so we can see. Can you hold it up close so we can see? Oh my gosh, how pretty is that? What are you using for glass?
Just microscope slides.
Just what?
Microscope slides.
Gotcha. Nice. Oh my gosh, those are so cute.
Let's see. Little girl and her dog. Whoops. The other side has chickens.
Aw. Those are fun. Super fun.
You know, I know how to get on here. We'll have to do the wax sometime.
There you go. There you go. Well, look at them all. I forgot. I was busy drooling over here, you guys. So Pamela says, thanks a lot. She wants to learn how to do soldering. That's something she's been wanting to do. Tiffany says she's always wanted to do this on dominoes. Mila said she needs to sell a large seashell mirror that she made a while ago. It's huge and heavy. Ooh, that could... Let me think about it, Mila. And Dale says her grandfather used to hate when I would solder something with his old solder thingy. Gotcha. Okay, that made more sense. And Barbara said that her dad taught her how to solder. He was a welder. Dale thinks they're lovely. Jody thinks they're pretty. Kim Jackson likes them. Hey, Kim.
I would love to learn how to do it.
Tammy says they're adorable. Uh-oh, you might need to like be really nice to Dale. She just found a whole box of micro slides. Becky, I wondered if you solder with your jewelry. I was like, I bet Becky solders.
See, all the little loop is on the top there is just the bigger jewelry thing findings.
Right?
That's all they are. This is how it turns out. This is how it turns out when you put the copper tape around the two pieces of slide.
I love those lady ones. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, those are pretty.
You have to have the copper tape, and then I'll show you how I do one. You just hold it like this, and you have to put the flux on it.
You better make nice really quick. Dale just said she's been wondering what to do with them. I think she has a plan. I thought so, Becky.
I just melt the soldering stuff there, and then just put it on here and run it down.
Do you have two screens up, Lisa, or did you split screen?
Huh?
Do you have YouTube up where you can see the chat?
Yeah, I can see the chat.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted me to read to you or if you can.
That's my problem. I would just keep working and would never.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm a chicken, and I always come on with somebody to hold my hand.
I'm sitting here doing stuff and never read the chat. Never.
Right? Exactly. I have discovered it gets better, gets easier as you go, but
yes.
I have to force myself to do it. Maggie's so good at it. She makes it so easy.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. Take the compliment, ma'am.
Okay.
Lucy said she thinks putting the tape on is the hardest part.
No, that's the easy part. This is the hard part. The tape is easy. I gotta get used to this.
So you cover up the tape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I have seen people do it with put the tape on, or just take a hot glue gun and go around the edges and then paint it to make it look like silver soldering.
Oh, like a faux soldering?
Yeah.
Wait, say that again. Wait, say that again. You just caught me right there with faux soldering.
So
say that again.
If you don't have the soldering iron or know how to solder or whatever, I've seen them where they do this. They put the slides together with the picture and take their hot glue gun and make a bead around. And then they'll paint the hot glue to make it look like solder.
Oh.
So that way you don't have to mess with trying to burn your house down or burn your hand off.
Interesting. See, I would be good with just the copper tape, but I'm with Lucy because I used to tape for my mom, and it took me forever to get where I could get the tape on evenly, and then there's different thicknesses of glass, so it's like, oh, it's where the vocabulary would change. What the heck is flood soldering?
Flood?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too. Flood soldering? Book covers?
Flood soldering? That would be
Lucy, you need a camera. I feel like Lucy can teach us so many things. I think she's a girl of many skills.
What's flood soldering?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. We're waiting for an answer. Hi, Lucy, we're waiting. If you hear me over here, I'm looking in my drawers. I think I may have a soldering iron and didn't know that it was a soldering iron.
Lisa, Beth says, thank you for sharing this. You have given me ideas on how to incorporate my wood burning.
Oh, there you go, Beth. Where did I have
Lucy says it's just soldering all over a piece of metal.
Oh, that'd be fun to do a book cover in.
And she uses a torch for that instead of the tape.
Oh.
So it would be like freeform?
Oh, Becky says solder on metal instead of the tape.
Oh.
And Lucy uses a torch to do it.
Gotcha.
I can't believe I'm on here.
I bet you, there's 3.
You're nice and clear too, Lisa.
That camera.
All right, you guys, I'm going to steal the camera from Lisa for 1 minute because I want all of you to tell me what these things are then. And then we'll put it right back on her.
But you're talking about yourself.
Yes. Okay, so these three devices I'll plug in. Can you change the tips in these and make these soldering irons?
Yes, you should have. Do you have tips?
No, ma'am. Remember when I went to that auction and I came back with all those crazy paints and everything?
Yeah.
These were in one of the boxes that I got. There was this one. This one has this weird pointy tip on it.
Those are wood burning tips.
Okay. And then this one has an X-Acto blade.
Oh, that's wood burning too, isn't it?
I
bet that's.
Yeah, I think it's wood burning. Yeah, Beth says those are wood burning. Dale wants to know, Lisa, what are you rubbing on the item before you add the solder?
It's called flux.
I knew that. Yes.
It's called.
Okay, we'll go back to Lisa.
Regular paste flux.
Okay.
My husband bought it for me today because I didn't have any.
So you couldn't put, so these 3 that I have, you couldn't put a tip in them and use them for soldering?
You probably could if you had a tip.
Okay, so where does one get a tip for them?
I don't know. What does it have a brand name on them?
One is a Lenk, Lenk. Oh, they're all, that's what they all have that brand name on them.
That you can look online and see if you can get it.
That's a lie. One's Walnut Hollow. So just go online those brands and see if they have, can you show your tip up close so I can see what I'm looking for? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so if I can find 3 tips, Maggie, do you want to learn how to solder?
No.
She didn't even hesitate, you guys. No.
Pearl says the knife one is for cutting styrofoam.
Okay.
Well, I have a stencil cutter part too. Or the other one.
Do they have to, I mean, this is probably the dumbest question of the day. Do they have to get hot enough, right, to solder?
Yes.
What temperature do they have to get to?
I don't know, but if you watch this, it melts that.
Right.
I don't know.
That's pretty freaking hot, right?
Yeah. See that pretty big blister on my finger?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's hot.
Okay. I think I'll ask the Hubs. He was a welder, so I'll ask him and see.
Oh my gosh, Lisa.
What?
It looks
That-
sore, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if you guys remind me, if I can if I can get tips for these, I'll get tips and I'll turn these 3 into, what do you call it? A soldering irons.
Yeah.
And I'll keep 1 and we'll give 2 away. And then we'll learn how to solder. I'll see if I can find tips. Don't let me forget.
I got some
Keep
metal.
asking me if I found tips.
So Lucy, can I take like these metal decorative strip things I have and just weld them to a book front without flux and copper?
Yeah, they were saying that's just using the solder right on metal.
Would I need a torch for that?
I think the torch, she uses the torch if it's for a big area. All right, Tiffany says, I think a soldering gets hotter than the wood burning tool. Jody says wooden solder burn differently. This is an important distinction because solder melts at a lower temperature than wood burns. And Beth says, Patty, those are carried by Walmart along with other stores. Check with Woodcraft to see if they have tips that will be usable.
Okay.
Becky says the temp has to get hot enough. Do the guns say how hot they get?
No, I don't know. This is an old one I got at a garment sale. I don't even know where I got it.
So I will say this, you guys. I will take every bit of that advice. I will ask the Hubs for advice because he's not the guy that will use one tool to fill in for another. He has no problem buying multiple tools. So I will drag him into this and I will let him guide me correctly. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. But this would be fun. Do you solder a lot, Lisa?
No, this is the first time I've ever soldered.
Ah. All right. Well, I'm
See, I
still
have
going
all
to
this-
find some soldering guns, and I will provide the gun for 2 iron. I don't know why I'm calling it a gun. Soldering irons.
I have
Let me-
all this stuff and
let
I've
me get
never tried it. And I thought,
So, yeah, then you guys can get whatever else you want and need, and I will provide the irons. But let me get it figured out. But don't let me forget.
ooh, that was too easy.
Gotcha, Mila.
Okay, Lucy, what I was saying, or Becky, what I was saying is I have this metal. Hold on just a second. Let me get it.
Look at how many of you have done this. You all have such secret talents.
I have this stuff.
Speak up.
It's metal.
Ooh, those are pretty.
I know, and I'm wondering, I could probably just tack it on the book, couldn't I? Or down a spine.
If you can what?
I could probably just tack it on
Oh, maybe.
because it's metal.
That would be really fun.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it is. Where'd you find that
Yeah.
at?
I don't know. Alcohol ink. I think you could color it with alcohol ink too.
Yeah, you could. It would take alcohol inks. Yep.
There's quite a bit of it. So, I don't know. I got them for $1 somewhere.
Nice.
Rummage sale, flea market.
Well done.
Lucy says, I want to solder that on some metal.
Solder what? My strip?
Well,
Yeah, and
you
Becky's saying you can tack those with flux metal to metal.
Oh, really?
Becky said it's lamp banding.
Really?
And so did Lucy. Yep, they popped that in at the same time.
Well, I'm
All right,
going
ladies, it's 12:30, so I'm going to say goodnight.
Awesome. Thank you,
We have
Mags.
company, Patty, so I don't feel bad leaving to go to bed.
Thanks, Meg.
Oh, you're welcome. Good night, everyone.
Maggie.
Good.
Yeah. See
All
you
right.
Thursday. Okay.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Well, I'm just boring here.
No, it's not boring. It's awesome. It's pretty awesome.
So what were you talking about? Your live stream on your cells? I missed it because I was trying to figure out how to get on.
Hang on one second. I need to up my volume for you. Hold on. Okay, try it again.
Okay, let me see what my volume is. They said, what were you talking about selling? I said, I missed most of it because I was busy trying to figure out how to get in here.
So I want to do it as it's very much set up to be like a pay it forward and very much a community effort as far as the seller approach. So like the first time or two, it's going to be, I'll host it on my channel and I will mod for the first seller. Then the first seller mods for the second seller and so on. So then the last seller would be the next host. It would be hosted on their channel. And as the host, they don't sell, they're the first mod. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it would always be a pay it forward.
Hey.
And that way, everybody could gain new subscribers and open themselves up and it'd be exposed to a new audience. The shoppers would be continually finding new sellers and different product. I just think it could be like a tremendous amount of fun.
Is that like what Keisha does?
Like what, who does?
Keisha?
Kind of, but a little different. It won't stay on my channel because whoever is hosting it will be on their channel. Do you know what I mean? So every time we come on, it'll be on a different channel.
Oh, okay.
And by doing it this way, everybody's vested in it. You know what I mean? So everyone's there to support each other and help each other. So if it's your first time, it's the perfect way to come in and learn how to do it because you've got built-in support right there.
Yeah.
So I mean, as far as like multiple sellers in one place at one time, yes, it's very, very similar. Yes. Oh, Pearl's going to bed. Good night, Pearl. She's got to get up with Liam in the morning.
I bought way too much stuff at Maddie's holiday.
Oh my gosh, yeah, great stuff, right?
I know. That's the problem.
Pamela bought some of that. I'm trying to catch up on chat over here. Oh, look at you guys sharing with each other. So nice. Yeah, the Canadian girls, they don't have a Hobby Lobby. Tell them all the time, let me know if you need things. I don't mind going. All I need is a good excuse, peeps.
I haven't
don't know what Pamela bought. She was like, must be, I don't know, something about soldering wheel because she made wood chimes. She said she bought some of that.
She thinks, is she talking about the metal stuff?
Maybe.
The banding or whatever it is.
Maybe.
Lamp stuff.
Oh yeah, it might be that lamp banding. Yeah, maybe.
How do they use it in lamps?
I think it would be the decorative edge, yeah.
Oh no.
I don't know. Well, I'm kind of just asking the girls with all the answers over there in the chat. You know, the ones that we can't hear.
Yeah. Oh, that metal banding, lamp banding. How do they use it?
Dale says she loves Hobby Lobby. I got to stay out of there. I can get in trouble in Hobby Lobby too, Dale. I understand. Oh my goodness, and especially if it happens to be clearance day. Oh goodness.
No, nothing good happens at Hobby Lobby.
Right. Becky says, yes, Patty. So I think it was used decoratively. Yeah. Oh, so Becky, the light bulb is coming on. It was used, I think, was it used with the glass globes? Is that the decorative, right, for the glass globe so that they would sit in the bases and things? I know they don't all have that, but yes, it's starting to click now. Gotcha. Some of the older lamps really had the metal banding on them, like for, yes. Yes. Oh, look how pretty.
Well, there is a lag in there.
Uh-huh. And if you watch this, can you see us? You can't see the StreamYard chat, right?
No.
Okay. I always forget. I don't guest very often in StreamYard, so I always forget. And it's weird because you guys have no features. Wait till the first time you are the broadcaster. You have all kinds of buttons. And a chat with more buttons. Which is why I get in trouble, because there's too many buttons.
I'm getting tired.
Huh?
So I'm getting tired. Been at this for a couple hours now.
Right?
It's amazing how long it takes to. Now see, that looks really good.
I think it's pretty.
I wish I could get all the rest of them to look.
Right? I think that's what they call practice, right?
Yeah, I think I get too much solder. That's my problem. And it balls up, or I think it's just I get too much at a time. Anybody knows, tell me.
So, ooh, Dale was recently, Paula's been to Hobby Lobby. Oh, good for you, Barbara and Lucy. They're emailing. That's amazing. Dale was just recently there during a clearance event, and she bought a lot. Serenity loves what you're doing. She says very pretty. Beth wants to know, she says, Lisa, I have a blunt tip for my razor tip. Where would I get the metal to see if it will work?
Have a blunt tip for what?
She has a blunt tip for her razor tip. So basically for her heating tool. So she wants to know where she would get the metal to see if her blunt tip will work in her heating tool.
She did what metal?
The solder.
Oh, at any hardware store.
Okay, so any hardware store, Beth. And
one,
Becky says, yes, Becky, Tiffany lamps, the tops and the bottoms of the edges. Yep, thank you very much.
This is what my husband got me today.
What did Tiffany say that was funny? They're laughing at Tiffany.
And it was $10 just for this little roll of solder.
I get it. Perfect answer.
This is much smaller than what I already got. This is thick.
Ooh, good point. Becky is saying practice. Barbara says if they're all perfect, then they look factory made. Very valid point. Mila said she was there today.
I'll remember that. They're not factory made. They're not perfect.
Barbara is saying you can touch some flux on the already applied flux, then go back over the solder.
Yeah, I did, but I smoothed some of it out. And sometimes it doesn't work.
Jody, that is the weirdest thing. Did you just burn yourself again?
No.
Okay.
You would hear me if I burnt myself again.
Okay. Oh, everybody's saying if you want to get lead-free solder.
Yeah, this is rosin flux for it. Says.
I don't know. I hear the question mark at the end of your statement. And I feel like I have nothing. I have no input. Don't know.
Oh, that looks so much better.
Listen to this. Listen to this, Lisa. Jody, this is Jody, what Jody says. My nearest Hobby Lobby is in New Hampshire, the next state. Not allowed back into Massachusetts without quarantine paperwork and negative COVID test.
Oh my goodness.
So that means if she goes to New Hampshire, she has to stay for until they process the test and print the results.
Oh my goodness.
Ridiculous. Jody, just send me a wish list, honey. I'll go shopping for you. Oh, maybe I'll just go this week and I'll go live and I'll just shop for you that way.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes, I think this just takes practice. Lots of practice.
Lucy, let Barbara know, please, when you have her email so she can delete it back out. I don't like to leave them in the chat.
Did you guys see that scam that was going? That scam thing that went on today on YouTube? The poor woman.
What happened?
She was on there crying. I can't remember her name. Somebody put on there that she was a con artist, and it wasn't her.
Ay.
Somebody had hacked her account.
I hate when that happens. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna just delete it out for you, Barbara. Oh shoot. I'm just gonna hit remove. It should just remove the comments. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I don't do lots over there in the chat, you guys, so I get a little nervous. I don't want to boot anybody. Perfect. Thanks, ladies. Let me see. Let me back up here. So Becky says you might have to clean it. If the flux and solder get dirty, it won't melt properly. And then Lisa, clean the old flux off your piece, then reflux.
Oh, okay. I will try that. Some of these ugly ones.
Gotcha, Jody. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Well, hey, I got on with you.
You did. You did.
I'm gonna have to go live more often.
See there? Now we have somebody new to hang out with you guys. Lisa will be going live on her channel. Yippee! I love new people to watch because everybody does different stuff.
Yes.
That's like watching people jelly plate. I can watch somebody jelly plate for hours. I don't ever want to do it. I just want to watch someone do it.
I love jelly plating.
No, I don't want any part of it.
It's fun.
Yeah, what Tammy said. Listen, well, do you remember people have been cloning names and going into lives saying mean things and getting put on block so that the original person is getting reported and they never did anything.
Yeah, remember that night they did that to me?
Yep, sure do. I did delete it, I think. Oh, way back? Hold on, Barbara. Was it in there twice? Hold on, honey, let me look.
Yeah, they had me saying all kinds of nasty stuff.
That was crazy.
I know. I'm like,
I don't have the 12. They're the timestamp, so I'm not sure how far back it is, Barbara. Oh wait, I have it in. Let me look on the StreamYard version. Maybe I can find it in 1237. I don't know if I can delete comments from there. Let's see. Since we're doing new things. And if you're typing, I'm not, I'm scrolled up, you guys, so hang tight. Wow, that's weird, Barbara. I don't see it up there. I see you asking her if she wanted some, or did I get the one that you wanted? Deleted. I don't see your email in here again. I'm going to scroll back down real slow though and double check. I think I got them, Barbara. Let me know. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Lucy. See, you guys know me. They went and looked too. I love it. Good night, Jody. Thanks for coming.
I'll show you my last. These are the last jelly plate things I did. These here, I'm gonna make a little.
Oh, those are pretty. Look how bright they are.
A little journal book thing. Yeah, these are just large index cards.
I like those.
So a lot of it's jelly printing and stamping.
Right?
Doodling. There's a bunch of them in there.
Yeah, see, I would never, no. I would drag all that out and I would make 3 or 4 and then I'd be like, okay, I'm over it now. No, nope.
No, there's quite.
See, like, you need to come on and be a seller and you need to sell that so I can just buy yours. Because I'm for myself, I'm a very firm believer in that. I know there are things I don't want to do. I want to have the end result, the end product, but I don't want to be the one to make it.
Yeah. I love jelly plate. It's fun.
Yeah, no. I'm never going to be the jelly plater. Yep, they're loving them.
Oh, yeah?
The soldering and the jelly prints.
Well, thank you. I'm going to use these as charms on my journal.
Oh, that'll be pretty. On the outside or the inside?
I'm not sure yet.
Some of both, probably, right?
Yeah. They're pretty big.
Do you need my address by chance?
Huh?
Do you need my address by chance?
Yeah. I have some real little, like, 1-inch square glass pieces. I think I'm going to try to make smaller ones.
Nice. Okay, so could you use like the Tim Holtz fragments to do this, or is the solder, will the solder just automatically melt it?
What do you mean?
Or like if you had like if you didn't have glass slides, but you could find plastic, could you do this with plastic?
No, you couldn't solder with it and probably melt the plastic. This glass gets hot.
The glass gets hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I don't use it, touch it.
Gotcha. Hey, Trina.
Yeah, it gets pretty warm.
Oh, Becky, that would be amazing.
Well, see, some of these other ladies that know how to do it should come on too.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know. I don't mind learning how to do it. I don't know if it's something I want to do all the time, but yeah. Didn't Jess do some soldering? Jessica Rapp, wasn't she doing some soldering for a while?
You know, Rosemary knows how to do it.
Right? I feel like I have some stuff from Jessica that she soldered and sent to me. I can't remember. I know she sent me some really cool, remember when she was doing all the triple thick stuff? She sent me some of those that were really amazing, and I just hoarded them. And I could put my hands right on those. I feel like maybe she did some soldering too, though. I feel like I remember her watching a while ago. Good night, Beth. Thanks for hanging. Trina just got here and she wants to know what soldering is. So can you explain soldering again?
Okay, soldering this is super, super hot soldering iron. Plugged in. Do not touch it. It will burn. Anyway, this is how I use it.
I think that's a genius idea.
Anyway, that's how I hold it. But it's soldering. I don't know how to explain. Okay, I took 2 glass microscope slides and I put a picture in between the glass microscope slides, and I used copper tape to go around the outside edges. So then you're supposed to be able to solder on top of the copper tape, which you have to use this stuff, which is called flux, before you put solder on. So you would have to rub this over the copper tape, and then you have this stuff that's called solder that comes on these rolls. It's different sizes. It's metal and it melts. This thing melts it, and then you just melt some and you go across this and it seals that in.
So the flux is like the glue that bonds the solder to the copper tape?
Yes. Yes. And then you come out, you end up with stuff like this, but probably stuff that looks better if you learn how to do it right.
I think they're awesome. For somebody who's never done it before, geez, Lou, I think they're beautiful.
So, and I did square glass slide.
Nice. Anybody find a link on Amazon yet? for glass pieces?
What?
I have a hunch somebody sent us all down a new rabbit trail.
Glass slides?
Yeah.
This is the copper tape.
Okay. Nice.
Master foil. And then you could buy these probably on Amazon or somewhere.
What are those?
The slides.
Oh, the slides. Okay.
Unless you're like me and you buy them like this.
Gotcha.
There's like 100 in there.
So did you get those at Amazon?
I don't know. Made in China. 72 pieces in here.
Nice. I am so regretting the enormous box. I had a box. Oh my gosh, you guys, there was hundreds of them in there. And
I did all these the other day.
Oh my.
These are not soldered. These are not soldered. These have the little metal frames. Tim Holtz sells them, or is it Ranger sells them?
Okay.
Metal frames, and they just go in there. These are jewelry findings. They have the glass tops. These are like this is just a jewelry finding with a picture and some that diamond glaze or what they call other stuff.
Yep.
On top. That's all those are. This is the same thing. Put some little diamond stuff in them, sparkles. Yeah, I did all these. Then I found these somewhere. I can't remember. They're old. But I found them in my stash somewhere. what they
Tiffany,
do.
I'm so excited you said that because I was sitting here thinking, I wonder if I could do them with the optical lenses.
Yeah. These I found in my stash. They're old tags, and they come apart. They slide out the bottom,
Oh, interesting.
and I put decorative paper in there and then put a little saying in there.
Nice.
Chain it onto whatever. It's a little tag.
Oh, those are cool.
These are old. I found them somewhere. I've had them for years.
I want to come hang out at your house, Lisa. You need to turn your camera on more often. I just want to watch.
Yeah. I've done all these in the last 2 days.
Nice.
There's a ton of them.
Yes, please, Paula. Yes, please.
So, yeah, I've been having fun. I have this list here. See, this is my list of stuff I want to do.
Oh, just a thing or two.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So the next time I decide to do, oh, these are just those glass. Where did I get these from? Did anybody else buy any of these? They're those glass, somebody had a sale a while back, and they sold these.
Oh, those are nice.
And they're really heavy. And I bought some, and they're just square glass, and they're like textured on the backside, and they have wood in them. So what I did is that I just took the paper and glued it to the back of the glass and put another decorative paper on the back. And there you have a charm. It's solid glass.
Nice.
I got these at somebody's cellar. It's been probably about a year. But they were selling them. And I bought some. I finally used some.
Nice. I think they're cool.
Yeah. They're awesome. There's the other one. There's the other
They're
one.
so pretty.
Yep. Oh, I did a couple of steampunk ones.
Nice. I'm sitting here looking now at all the little metal frame things that I've accumulated, and I'm like, Those are nice. What did you use on those? Triple thick?
Yeah. Yeah, this is just old pieces of watches and all kinds of garbage.
Right. I was trying to think what the bottle of stuff is that I have, and I don't think it's right here. I don't remember where I put it. There it is, liquid glass. I could use that, right?
I don't see why not. I'll get mine is hold on just a sec.
They're giving you tips over in the chat too, by the way. So you may want to come back later and reread those.
Oh, glossy accents.
Oh, okay.
That's what I used is glossy accents, and then I have this. It's called Diamond Glaze.
Yeah, I think I would probably, this liquid glass I've had forever, so that would be a great way for me to use it. I forget all about doing that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's all that is the glossy accents on top.
Right?
Seals it up. Yep, that was my latest adventure.
Thank you very much for the links, Paula.
Done. Oh, there's a big blob there. Anyway, that one's done.
How pretty they are. I love those. I love the, and please don't take this the wrong way. I love the simpleness, but by simpleness, I mean it's not all zhuzhed up. You know what I mean? It's just pretty on its own.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I got 2 more to do and I'm done.
Oh, Becky says that resin works well in those bezels too.
Oh, yeah. Never thought of that.
Oh, Tammy's going to bed. Good night, Tammy. Thanks for hanging out.
Night, Tammy. Yes, 2 more to do, and then it's off to bed for me.
Yep. We'll watch you do the last 2 and then we'll wrap up.
Yeah.
Get your satin done quick, girl.
Feel pressure now.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that worked out good.
Yeah, it did.
Just gotta learn how to use it.
She's going to be a professional in no time at all, you guys. Just watch.
Yeah, I watched a couple videos before I got on here. Before I tried it myself.
Right?
Yes, I had to.
Me too, Dale. Exactly.
My husband wants to know if I could teach you guys how to burn yourself.
Did you tell him, yeah, that's the easiest part?
You just grab where you're not supposed to. That's all it is.
Right? Dale says she's inspired to try this now. And Lucy says she looks pretty professional now. I absolutely agree.
Well, I don't know.
Well, we do. We've decided. We voted. Sorry, we voted.
Wow. This is going pretty easy. I should keep my mouth shut. I jinxed myself.
Right?
Well, the next time I get ready to do something, I'll come on. Oh, see what I'm doing? I'll come on live.
That'll be cool. I'm so glad they can't see me. I'm like up here really close.
Watching me?
Well, for me, the because you know how like all your devices, the screens have different brightnesses and the colors come across different and stuff.
Uh-huh.
The StreamYard one is just a much better picture. So I'm like, wait, I want to get over here where I can see.
See, I jinxed myself. This is it. We should have a flat part for this.
A what?
Instead of this pointy thing, it should be flat.
Gotcha.
The boss is in here telling me what I have.
I just like how it just takes me back to watching my mom do the stained glass. But this is like so. This is not intimidating to me like the stained glass was.
No, stained glass would be like, okay, it needs to look perfect.
Yeah, and it's a whole different. It's a whole different. Mm-mm. This looks fun and relaxing to me. That would not be the stained glass would not be fun and relaxing. Oh, Lucy says that glossy accents can crack in the bezels and it looks cool. It happened by accident and she can't replicate it.
Hey, I wonder if you like stick them in the freezer if it do that.
I don't know. And then Becky says you might need to clean your tip.
Yeah, I thought about. Well, how do you clean it? You use steel wool or something after?
Don't use your fingers.
Okay. I won't. Do you use steel wool or something after it cools down, or what? They did wipe it on the towel over here once.
See what she says. And by the way, for anybody who's just come in, this is really Lisa Jameson that you're watching. I just realized you have test in the corner of the screen.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't be sorry. It's fun.
Yeah. I do have a YouTube channel.
She says, do you have a sal ammonia block? I have no idea what that is.
No, do I need to get one? Guess I'll have to go to the hardware store.
Okay, Barbara, I'm going to take your word for that. Barbara says, in all capital letters, stained glass is very simple once you are used to the soldering. You have to learn to cut glass.
No.
I'm going to say, okay, I'll take your word for that.
Has Barbara done stained glass before?
What?
Has Barbara done stained glass before?
I believe so. There was a lot of information coming through that chat real quick, and I don't remember necessarily who said what, but I believe it was her, yes. Lucy says she had a bunch of slides from one of the science teachers, but they are pretty thin ones and they break very easy. And then she said 15 is for cleaning solder iron tips. I have no idea what that is. Becky says, if not a copper dish scrubber, or dip it in some.
Oh, cool.
Oh, dip it in some flux. She cut herself off. Or dip it in some flux, then wipe it off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Barbara was a custom picture framer.
Oh.
That makes more sense. And Becky says you absolutely need a sal ammonia block, SAL. And she has done stained glass. Yep, Barbara has, yes.
Well, I'm going to have to go back and re-chat.
And Lucy says that is supposed to be it, not 15. What? Oh, is. It's supposed to be is, not 15. Or it. Wait, that is supposed to be it. Gotcha. It is not for cleaning solder. Gotcha.
What is
That was
it?
a little too clear, Lucy. I couldn't quite make the connection. Got it.
What is it not?
I'm not sure. But I got the sentence correct. And they're saying a wet sponge works well too.
Oh, okay. I'm getting globby again.
That's what I was thinking, Barbara. She likes the bumpy, not smooth one because they look like vintage pieces. And I agree completely.
Oh.
Now, can you, okay, girls with all the answers, can you antique this? Like, so that it's not like shiny new, even though it's not like in your face shiny, but can you antique these now? So they look tarnished? And what does one use? Barbara says yes. Patina. Lucy says patina. So like the waxes? Because I don't want to go buy alcohol ink.
See, now that's super hot for doing.
Liver of sulfuric. That sounds divine.
I have some of that.
For real?
Yeah.
Why is it called liver of sulfuric?
It's in a jar. It says patina's copper. Or patina's solder.
So Becky is saying use Novocaine or alcohol ink.
What's Novocaine?
I don't know. But it ages metal, evidently.
This one's going to be off centered.
Liver of sulfur. My iPad is not cooperating. You know, Becky or Lucy, you can always tell when I'm typing on my iPad in a chat because my grammar is horrific. It's an acid. It's an acid. That's what it is. That makes sense then. Yeah, that makes sense to me now. Yep. Barbara says it stinks to high heaven.
Yeah, I'll probably do it outside.
And Becky said Novocaine is a chemical patina.
Is it recommended to do outside? Here,
We'll find out here in a minute.
she's in gold.
Oh, Lucy said if you have, oh, that one turned out nice. Lisa, these are well done. So pretty.
Okay, last one.
So pretty. Lucy said the liver of sulfur gel does not smell as bad.
No.
And Barbara said, and Becky, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm seeing names and then it moves. Becky says they all stink.
Yeah, if it's an acid, I would imagine it would.
Oh, Tiffany. You have no idea. Oh my goodness.
What?
Tiffany says, hey Patty, does your hubby purchase from Snap-on Tools? They have an amazing soldering tool, and that's the one I have. We have a standing joke around here. Most of you probably know that he does, auto restorations and things like that. That's like his hobby. So every time he gives me a hard time when I go shopping and come home with a truckload of stuff, I just say, yes, but I got all of this for the price of your last Snap-on tool. So it's always a Snap-on joke around here. So it would be perfect for me to go buy a soldering tool from Snap-on.
I don't think they cost that much.
Right? But it's just the it would just be funny.
Yeah. Tell him you need him to buy you one.
Yeah, can you order me this from Snap-on? And his chin's gonna look and he's gonna frown and look at me like I have 3 heads. It'll be awesome.
No, it's funny.
Becky says you want to use these outside or well-ventilated areas. You want to wear gloves, and Barbara says they smell of rotten feet. That's super appealing.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Right? See, and like we're out in the country, so we have a well. So if they smell like sulfur, it's like twice a year. It's like the water will really have like a sulfur smell to it. And I don't go ahead. What?
I used to live in a place that had a well that, oh my goodness, the water smelled like sulfur all the time.
Yeah, see, and ours only does it like twice a year, and I don't know if it's like just related to the depth of the water table changing or something. I don't know.
It was awful.
It is. It's bad. When it gets like that, I'm like, nobody's drinking water, bottled water.
Yeah, you don't even want to make coffee with it.
It's gross. And it only lasts for a couple of days, but it's like, I won't cook with it. I'm not, like you said, not making coffee, none of that.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
What?
She said they have the same thing. She's the one that brought up Snap-on. She said they have the same thing happen in her house. The joke's about, well, I bought all of this for the price of your one tool.
We have a used car lot over here on the corner from us. We live on a residential street, but the next street over is kind of the main street. And there's a used car lot on the corner. from us. And you see the Snap-on thing coming over there all the time.
Right?
Snap-on and some other one.
Mac?
Yeah. Yeah. And some uniform thing.
Right?
Okay. Getting there. Almost
You
done.
are.
Yeah, I'll try patining them. Patining and then whatever.
What?
I'll try to patina them
I think that would be awesome.
sometime. See if they work.
I want to see him after for sure.
Yeah, I'll take them outside too. So how bad the storms get by you tonight?
Just lots of rain really quick. And I think we had some trees come down, and that's why we lost power. Because it was like right at the beginning, and the wind just came like out of nowhere,
Yeah.
real fast. And then
Here.
what?
That's the way it was here.
Right. And then the rain came down in buckets. But the power, it was weird how the power went out. It was like it blinked and then it came on and then it was out for a minute and then it was back on and flickering and then it was gone. So I was like, that's either a tree or a wreck.
You know, the wind picked up here at the beginning and then it rained a little and that was it.
Yeah, see, we had really rough wind for a little bit and then it just came pouring down. Good night, Dale. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, exactly. Yep, the wells. Tiffany, where are you at? I don't remember. Don't remember.
Okay, one more side and then a ring.
And then a ring. We're on the final countdown, guys. I think that's right, Indiana. I know where we're at now. Yep.
Who's in Indiana with us?
She's south. Yep, she's south of me. There's quite a few of you girls in Indiana. I was shocked, and I don't know why. Kind of like I thought when I first started selling, I just assumed everybody was like in their 30s and 40s. All of you. I did. I really did.
No. I wish I was still in my 30s and 40s.
Right? And then you start finding everybody's ages, and it's like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, about 40 minutes from me. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Katiri's in Indiana. You're in Indiana. Lisa is. Barbara, I want to say you are, but I can't remember. You are, right, Barbara, I think? Or am I confusing you with... Because there's... Is it you, Barbara? Good night, Lucy. Thanks for hanging.
Thanks for all the info.
She is a wealth of information. Her and Becky both. And then everybody else that knows, it's like it was really cool to see Barbara come out with and to know that she knew all of this too. It's cool. It's so cool.
More than me.
But see, I count on you in chat too because you know a lot about a lot of things, and it's so fun. Nope, Barbara's in Savannah. Okay. Welcome back, Carla.
I told my mom once that when she was alive that before I die, I'm going to try everything at least once.
There you go. I think that's a novel goal. I like it.
And if I don't like it, Okay, one more side. And then I'm done with these.
Done, she said. Done with it.
I could go on to something else on my list.
You know I am, Becky. I was actually complimenting. No smack talking. I'll holler real loud before I do that.
I used to watercolor paint all the time.
See, I want to learn how to watercolor, and it just.
Well, I'm a detailist.
Say that again.
I like detail. I don't do the loose watercolors.
See, and I think that's my struggle and my intimidation of starting. I don't want to just do like flowy, whatever watercolor. I want it to look intentional.
I would like to learn how to loose watercolor, but I just can't seem to do it. I have my pictures all over my head.
Oh, look at over here. Mila says next month she's going to be 50. Don't worry about 50. The only age I ever struggled with was turning 40, because then I felt like I had to totally be a legit grown, mature adult forever.
Yeah.
Forever. And after 40, I didn't care. It's like whatever. Barbara's she's traveling north tomorrow. Nice. How far north are you going, Barbara? And Becky says, okay then. I promise. By the way, Becky, hurry up. I'm smack talking you.
Okay.
Ooh, and Becky and Tiffany are super close in age. Nice.
Oh.
Very nice.
Yeah, you're going to put the ring on.
Put the ring on.
You know what? I'm not putting that ring on.
Gold. Why are you choosing a different one?
Because that one's gold.
Oh, okay.
Now I gotta flux this one.
Is that just an old piece of wood, or is that like an old cutting board?
It's an old cutting board.
Okay.
It's on little feet.
Gotcha. I was going to ask you that earlier, and I totally forgot. And that's a lie. I didn't forget. I sidetracked myself.
Okay. My goodness, I'm getting so good at this. Okay, folks.
And just like that. Oh, you're going to come back in and add some more. Gotcha. Let's see.
Okay. There's that one.
Yay!
This one, it's just flowers.
Lisa, these are amazing. I absolutely love them. I'm excited to see them antiqued or distressed or aged or whatever you call it. These are awesome. Absolutely awesome.
No, thank you.
I just love them.
The next time you don't want to sell, we'll all get on here and we'll do the wax tags.
Okay.
They're really fun too. And I got everything. They're so soft too, you guys. After you're done.
They are. I love the depth in them.
Yeah, they're so soft. And I just added coffee dyed paper to the back.
Nice.
Yeah, they're really soft after you're done with them.
They're pretty. They're so pretty. Can you tip them? Is there a sheen on them?
You can shine them up if you buff them.
If you buff them. Okay, that's what I was curious about.
Yeah, you can, but they just
Nice.
look soft.
Yeah. She's going to pet the tags, you guys. Another one you get to
And
teach for
this,
things.
do you? I wish you could find some more of this paper. This is paper I got from you, and it's that preacher paper that he wrote out all his sermons.
Yep, yep.
I love that stuff.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, it's beautiful. Makes beautiful background.
Can I give you a little secret?
What?
I have a little bit left.
Oh, it makes beautiful background. Look how pretty that stuff is behind there.
It is. It's absolutely gorgeous.
The handwriting is just awesome.
Yeah, I love them too. I'll send you one. I'll put one in your next order. I'll send you one.
All I used on these is tea light candles.
See, I love that that's what you used.
Yeah. I do have beeswax and stuff like that, but I just use tea light candle on this.
Nice.
It's fun.
Fun.
Okay, I'm
all
done.
Right, you guys.
Thank you guys.
Are you running away already?
Yep, I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Okay, just hang tight till I hang up. We're gonna wrap it up. So
thanks for letting me join you.
Oh, thanks for coming on.
Thank you guys.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. And I better wrap it up quicker. I'll be sitting here by myself because Lisa will leave me. So Lisa, when you leave, make sure, just hang on. Let me end it first and then I'll show you how to go out. It's real easy, but you want to do it probably. I just want to show you so that when you stream, you go out the right way so it ends properly.
Okay, I will.
Okay. So thanks for coming, everybody. I'm thinking I might come on tomorrow or Wednesday. I just need to check with Maggie and see what her schedule is because I really need to get caught up on some of the other people's items to bring out for you guys to sell. So don't be surprised if you see us on before Thursday. Okay. All right. Everybody be safe, be happy, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks for all the help.
Good night, you guys. Okay. And it's a